guys, Muncheez here, and today I'm going to share some raid habits, whether you are a beginner at raids or you've been doing raids for a while. These are some things that have helped me a lot, so I figured I'd share it with everyone. I don't know if it's common practice, but yeah, here we go. And the first we got on the list is pay attention to your party number, and pretty much just keep an eye on which party you're in, whether you're party 1 or party 2, and the number of your position in the party 1, 2, 3, or 4. Sometimes these things get swapped around, whether you have to hop out of a raid to replace somebody, or if you get switched around in a gate for, say, someone's doing pro kill or something on gate 2 on Brel. The party numbers might get switched around, so it is a good habit to always check it. Moreover, a lot of the raids, the mechanics are designed around the whole 3x and 3x plus 1 deal. So a lot of the mechanics that come out, you are required to go to a 3x or a 3x plus 1 position, and if you know your number ahead of time, even if you're in the wrong position or so when the mechanic is getting close, or even if it's already coming out, you have a general idea of where to go and you're not sitting there panicking. The next one is to keep an eye out for the boss's health bar. I kind of treat it like, a rearview mirror. Like, say if you're driving or something, it's legit in the exact same spot as it would be in like a driving simulator if you were to play one. So I kind of treat it like that. I just look at it every like 4 or 5 seconds or so and just constantly just go back to it, on top of whatever else that you got to do, checking your cooldowns, watching what the boss is doing, and just kind of weave it into there, and it'll eventually become like second nature to you if you practice it on a daily basis. A lot of the boss's mechanics are pretty much based around the boss's health. So the mechanics come out whenever the boss's health reaches a certain amount of, health. Say like on Brel, Shandy comes out at like 112 when you're getting ready to do the Shandy mechanic. And on Gate 5 Brel, you have the last call for the shapes at 144 and 54. So these are things where you don't want to get caught up in the moment and just let rip like all your DPS and completely just melt the boss and push past and possibly cause a wipe. And this is applicable to all the raids. It even goes back to like Vaulted on Gate 2. If you push Vaulted past like 132 before the chance of having a side reel up or everyone having an orb or whatever method you're doing it, if you push them at the wrong time, you can possibly cause a raid wipe. Another one that I've practiced is paying attention to the raid guides. They provide a really good oral warning that something is coming up or there's something important that you need to take note of. And it kind of brings me back to the last point as well. It kind of ties in together with it. When these come up, it kind of reminds me sometimes to take a glance at the boss's health bar to know what mechanic is coming up. And another example is on Brel for the first gate. It kind of tells you which items to bring for the section that you are doing. And lastly, ask questions. I know a lot of people do this already, but I feel like there's not enough people that do this. A lot of the times it's only me that's asking the questions, but this is very, very helpful. It verifies things not only for your party and for yourself, whether it's things like, is anyone doing pro cal, or, who's 5-2 for Vicus Gate 2, right? Like just little things. I always, I'd rather sound dumb and ask a dumb question, even if someone typed it and I missed it, than not know it entirely and possibly cause, an inconvenience for everybody that's just trying to finish their raids for the week. A really good example that I had from playing this week was somebody asked a question if anyone could do Prokel. I said that I could, and then he asked another question, which is a very good question, is if there was a backup Prokel, and nobody responded or wanted to do it. So this gives you a lot of information, right? It means it is all up to you. And you might want to play a little safer or, take less risks while you're doing it. And this all comes down to the player naturally, but these are very important things to know. Other examples are like on Vicus Gate 2, if there's like a position missing or a flex missing, and, you can kind of fill in the blanks and figure out, what needs to happen to make the raid progress and keep going forward. And the last example I'll give is like something like Clown even. This goes throughout all the raids. So even for like Clown on Gate 2, you need to find out if someone's calling for Gate 2 or, which Mario is being assigned to which player for Gate 3. But yeah, if there's any good raid habits that, whether you're a veteran player or even a new player, if you have any good raid habits that you can think of, let me know in the comments below and I'd be glad to hear them from you guys. And that is it for this one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.